Welcome to a special episode of People of Penang. That's right. So we actually have a guest here today, Lim, right?
Yeah, that's right.
So
Yeah.
basically, we're here to find out more about you as a human being, and of course, the theme of the next couple of podcasts is about faith and how that relates to you as a human being and humanity in general. So maybe you could let everybody at home know who you are. Just a little introduction. Who are you?
So this is in relation with World Religion Day. The idea is to get different communities, different faiths in Penang to understand each other better.
Okay, let me start off. Actually, those days when we start off doing our what we call school registration, every religion we were talking about, Buddhism. So a lot of people say, but actually, when as years goes by, we understand that in religion there is also Buddhism and also Taoism, which originated from China for about 2,000 years ago, and the faith that we are in is really actually connected to Taoism rather than Buddhism, because Taoism we have what we call those grandma people who teach us how or what are the ways that we pray to, what are the our things that we used to pray, joss sticks, candles, and all that lighting. And there are some differences. That's why when as we grow older, we know, Taoism is something which is practiced so long ago, but
Yeah, in predates Buddhism.
it dates back, I think, more than Buddhism, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, it's about 2,000 over years ago. Then sometimes that's why when when people ask me, what are we different from Taoism? So I should say that in Buddhism, they don't use jossstick, they don't use candles, pray, they do burn all those what we call the papers, you see, and also figurines in papers and all that. That's what we believe in. And also we also believe in a lot of things which is related to like building temples, like having what you call meditation, going into trance and all that. And Buddhism practice is only just chanting and all that. Yeah. So that's my opinion from a layman's opinion lah.
Actually, I like it that you use the term like layman. So from a, I guess you could say, layman community perspective, right?
Yeah.
Well, some religions and some faiths, they be like, oh, okay, we don't want to hurt anything or any animals, or we believe in an after. So with Taoism, how does it work? I know like Buddhism is like we're a teaching, and it's not a religion; it's a way of life. But we have Taoism.
Yes. Also, we Taoism also it divides certain people which practice vegetarian olive oil, and some they do have offerings in what they call animals and all that. But to me, I say that we can't change, because in a faith or in a religion, I think understanding is very important to understand. And also in religion, from one master, you would continue to have two or three masters, and different masters, they have different ways of interpreting.
So there's masters as well, just like how.
Yes.
Maybe before we get to that, we can get to who is the founder.
Lao Tzu is the founder. Lao Tzu is the founder of Taoism, and then also he wrote down the Tao Te Ching, the book which is how to practice all the this, what you call the religion. Yeah.
So Confucius was a Taoist also.
Yes, he was a Taoist also. So majority of Taoism of Chinese what the writers and all that scholars are mostly Taoism.
But here's the question though, in modern times, You as a person, as a Taoist, did you ever feel that in 2026, the world is a little bit different, and your faith is what keeps you grounded? Because the world is changing. You have AI, you have new technology, right? And I noticed that when you were describing Taoism, a lot has to do with the human condition of feeling lost, not knowing the future. And I love the flow bit where you have to go with the flow of, I don't know, the world, the universe. And if you don't, So in the modern day, do you ever feel that it's a challenge to maintain that peace?
Yes, of course. You see, it's some sort like we at my age have gone through from for some explanation from a ringing dial telephone to handphone.
Wow.
And to what do you call uh, nowadays they call the online call and all that. Okay? So we have gone through all the phrases from typewriter, the usual for typewriter, to computer, to from computer, then to PC and to laptops and all that. You see, so the difference are all that. But actually, for my belief is that the flow, the way of life has changed because as you were saying, we are in 2026, and you can see that what you call people are tend towards not that religious, I should say.
Or even present.
Yeah. And also, if you were to go to any Chinese temples or Chinese festivals, you will see only very very small children, or we are not nearing the adolescent stages.
Oh, okay.
And then also grandmothers taking the smaller children to temples and all that. You don't see those teenagers going into. So it's a gap there. There's a gap there.
Was it always like that? Or
No, it's lately. I should say lately because we I have been attending to a lot of what you call festivals for certain types of god or goddess. And then we went to a meeting whereby we are saying that we really have to do something to educate the youngsters to still practice Taoism.
do you think it's because, they like, well, then my question is, like, for you were a man of faith, was there any part in your life that your faith helped you, and that's why you believe in it till even now today in 2026? Was there like one big moment?
Yes. It's actually really helps me because right, you must have the confidence, courage, and all that to listen. I was diagnosed of some sort of uh, ulcer in my leg.
Sorry, is good?
Yeah. Then I went to general hospital, and the surgeon told me something. He said, "You have to come in tomorrow. I need to amputate your leg."
Oh no.
Yeah. I still have the photograph in my phone. And then, with faith and all that. And I tell you, it's because there's some sort of like a good communication with people, with those people that go praise a lot and all that. Nah? They said, I can recommend you to one of the special doctors in mainland, and he says, you can cry. So I take up the courage. Then I went over to the doctor and says that, okay, yours no problem, I can. But what I think is that some sort like there's a faith that somebody helped me. Is it because I've been helping a lot of people, and then also I've been communicating with all those temples that I prayed for. That I want to save my leg. That. So it happens that way. So until now, that happened in 2019, and now both our legs okay, everything okay.
And that moment changed you, where you really believe.
Yes.
Do you think a lot of the modern day teenagers or young adults is because they've never experienced a bad situation like that? A lot of them, if you notice, teenagers nowadays, they don't go out, they stay home. When you stay home, you don't get hit. As opposed to our generation, you break your arm, it's like, oh, please heal my arm. You know what I mean?
Yes, but I should say that it's not about that. I think because nowadays we have a lot of disturbance. I should say just in the sense of you have video games, you have a handphone, and you have a lot of things, and also education also is a problem whereby you really need to study. Some of the children once they come back, after school they have to do their homework, this and then it boils down to a lot of things, and they don't go out, and they also don't go to prayers, and they go to extra classes and all that about praying and all that. Right? So that is my point of view.
You feel that the lifestyle, for example, you take care of a temple, right?
Yeah.
Where is it?
Mine is in Batu Ferringhi.
Batu Ferringhi. Is it back then people,
Yes.
gather there,
Yes.
right? More often, right? Not just for religious festival, right? More like a gathering place of the Lepo.
Yes. And also when there's a big function on, there's a special occasion on, you have a lot of people coming in. But nowadays, distraction, this and that, and lately also because of the COVID thing, that is the worst. That is the worst.
That changed a lot of the world, isn't it? Like,
Yeah, that changed. I think more than 60%.
I think this is not just religion. This is just my observation. I noticed that there used to be a term called a third place. Now you have your work, you have your home, and you have a third.
Yes, that place.
It could be a temple. It could be some people. I'm gonna just name it. Maybe they prefer a club or pub. That's maybe in the UK culture.
yeah.
But apparently that's fading out as well. So do you think it's because we no longer have the idea of a third place with this current new Gen Alpha, Gen Z?
Yeah.
Do you think that's the reason why maybe people don't show up and are maybe feeling more depressed because they don't have community anymore?
Yes. Those days, I think, as I was saying, there is not much of a these disturbances whereby, you have this, you have tech, and you have a lot of things here. Like those days, we don't have Astro, we don't have good television shows and all that on. And then, a lot of all those disturbance. Then, of course, they will tend to go to the third place, as you were saying. But nowadays, I don't think they have so many distractions around. No, they have nightlife, they have everything and all that. It really boils down to the what they call the segregation. They segregate everything, and that's why you see, and we still have some. I mean, countryside people like kampong side people still do go. But if you are talking about a town area, I think it's getting less.
Because the couple, I'm not sure about your couple now, but I do research at the Tanjung Tokau, the Haichu place. Right?
Yes.
It's like the town square. You cannot avoid it. Oh, serious? You went there with me, dude.
Oh, I didn't realize. No, but I didn't realize.
That's why pick up Chanceral people go there, right? It's not something you have to think to go. It's just part of it. So
Like those days, you see, a temple is a place whereby it's a big gathering for occasion and for medicinal value. Something like you are get ready to go in trance, then they will. When once they go to the doctor, or they don't have the money to go to the doctor, they will go to these some places for advices and all that. So, I mean, I should say that nowadays everything is so convenient and all that. You have hospital, you have what they call clinics around and all that. So it really dissolve all these things. I that's what I think of. And then also children, they tend to I better go to my computer games lah, this lah, that, and everything. So hopefully we as what we call guardian, the so-called the moment guardian, because a temple is a place whereby you have guardian from those years until now. So we are the so-called guardian at the moment. Then we are also trying to what we call something like teaching, giving our advices and giving all the recommended things to the coming up guardian. They are the children. They are the children. They are supposed to take over when we are old, or when we are no longer able to attend to all this what they call the temple. The whole temples have a lot of functions, have a lot of things. They have a lot of deities to go to. It's not only one. And then, I mean, in Taoism, you have a lot of deities.
Maybe you can help explain a little bit, because a lot of people, they think that all Chinese temples are the same. Yeah. Maybe you can share a little bit. Yours is a Topeko temple.
Yeah. There's a Goddess of Mercy temple. There's a Topekon temple. There's the what they call God, a god of hates. No, the Dojia and Hades and that. And then there are children god and all that. So there are a lot of what they call God which is different, you see. Deities which is in charge of this, in charge of that. And there are also deities which is in charge of education.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, scholars and all that. Yeah, there are. So
Confucius.
yeah, Confucius. Yeah.
Confucius
yeah.
is deified.
Oh, snap. Oh, okay.
And also there's a deity of something like want to give medicine. He's in charge of all the
In the Guan Yin thing, right? People will go there before exams and pray to Confucius.
Actually, that's one of the most beautiful things I noticed about temples, or at least in Penang, right?
Now you know why the Chinese invented the public examination system. I'm serious about it.
And also, it was a place where people could get scholarships before. This was like the start of Malaysia, or even before during the colonial time, especially colonial times. There was not a lot of.
Talking about another organization, the clans.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
But
But it's all related.
it's related.
Yeah, it's all related. And some of the clans are the ones who built up a big temple and all that. Then we have a few clans in
Or like the Minwai country called the Angsuk
village.
village.
They have, I think, 6 or 7.
That's right.
Yeah, Unsuk and that one is very poor because they are the so-called pioneers, also not pioneers in Topeko. The oldest, if I'm not mistaken, is in what they call in the what they call Hokkien. Hokkien Association, and then they also recognize Tanun Tokong and Suk and all that. They are very what they call associated those days, and all these they are what we call Topekong is the one who is they call it God of prosperity. He can give, he can prosper you, he can prosper you. Then there are God of what they call medicine. There is I should say that Tai Sham Lo Kun. Tai Sham Lo Kun. That one, that's the doctor. So any illness and all that, you just consult.
But for those who don't quite understand Hokkien, right? The term Hokkien is actually what the Hokkiens call Fujian.
Yes. Yeah. Fujian is district in.
And a lot of people in Penang have a PhD. It's called Penang Hokkien dialect.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Penang Hokkien dialect is actually very interesting and all that.
And Topeko literally means great uncle.
We're talking about that. I heard that Penang is a good place where a lot of culture is preserved. Especially like, for example, you please correct me if I'm wrong. I heard that Topekong was a very strict Chinese deity, as opposed to, like, say, in mainland China itself, there's another god of prosperity. So I was wondering, is that true, or is it like one that came from China and then it was readopted here in terms of the different deities? How does it work?
Actually, Topekong is really it's some sort like Topekong from China and Topekong here as it's about the same.
Oh, but it's
About the same. And then what do you call? They have actually it begins from Penang because we also have like I'm also in one of the World Topekong Society. I'm also our temple.
oh, there's a world.
World Society whereby we have every year we'll have a gathering at certain location. And then they have Topekong deities from Burma, from Taiwan, from China, from Indonesia, from all over come to
Oh, so
congregate.
there are different topicals at different places.
Yes, but actually originated from there. Once you wants to pray, then you take the ashes from Penang, from the original place, then you start all over. Like for example, we understand it from Burma. It started with one, and now it grows in Burma.
It's actually a very the most scholars think is the origin is in Penang. In fact, Tanjung Tokong. I remember we did for the PhD was they actually take the ashes to Alostar, where there's also a same name called Haiju Temple.
Yes. Yeah, that's correct. Haichu Temple, Tokekong, then also, a lot of places. And then majority of them, they started from what they call PoPCast and all these places and Haichu Temple. Because why? They are the ones who spread up. Like ours also is from Haichu Temple, goes to Batu Ferringhi.
For some context, the Haiju Temple is the oldest known temple on the island. It's dated to 1799 in Tanjung Tokong.
That's why Tanjung Tokong is called Tanjung Tokong.
That's one of
Yes, it's because of the Tokong, then they call it, and then also it's a Tanjung.
So it's not just about religion and faith. It's also about the identity, the historical identity of Penang.
Yes. It really is boiled down to that.
scholars think that we came from Tudikong from the Fujian area, and then in Penang it transformed into what we now know as a
Oh, so it's like an evolution of I don't know how to say it, like a migration of
adaptation.
adaptation. Sorry, thank you. Adaptation. Adaptation is a better word.
So they adapted to the way we are. And then ours is at the moment my temple in Batu Ferringhi. That one is about 140 years.
Oh, 140 years.
Yes, because I was born at the place whereby the Topekong is at the top of the hill. And then the owner in 1980, I think 84, 83, passed away at the age of 90. But that temple was built by his grandmother, his grandfather. So it relates back to about 140 or 100, more than 140 years. And those days when I was small, I usually go up. And the temple is so small. And then, rocks grow. So Topekong usually is the deity whereby they have behind a rock.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean majority of yes, behind a rock. So that rock grows big until the whole roof was cracked.
it actually grew bigger than.
The shrine itself.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Notice the main mother temple in Tanjung Tokong is built in the cave, the rocks.
I saw that, but I did realize there was a significance to it. Okay.
And also deep behind Tanjung Bunga and Bukit Timah, there is another rock here.
Wow. Yeah. You really got this one. I understand. Yeah. You have to walk up. You have to walk up very high, climb on the hill to the place whereby that originates.
That's why I write more about the place.
Actually, he wrote.
No, I came to know only today that you are going to, you're going to make it big in Tanjung Tokong, Batu Ferringhi.
Share a little bit, how does someone become in charge of a temple like you? How does it happen?
Okay, that's good for actually.
Because you see, for me, I was praying, all about praying, because I was born at the bottom of my house, an old house. Well, it was at the bottom of the temple.
Oh wow.
Wow, that time then I grew up, started working, and then after certain time I start praying back. Those days when we were small, we went up. During that place also was invaded by the Japanese also, because why? You can see there are rows of dug up, some sort of like a hideout for the Japanese also, those days. And then they have rubber trees and all that. As I was telling you, that the land there is about 100 more years. There's a big durian tree. There's everything. The trees are about 3 or 4%. You can know what they call gather up. And then also so people around there, they also know that I was born there and all that. Then when I came back, then they say, one of the old devotees was asking me, he says, you better take care of the temple. So that's why I said, okay lah, you want me, I can help. So by helping, that was 16 years ago, I started to learn, 16 years ago. That time my age was about 50 lah, because I'm some sort of semi-retired.
Still strong though. You're still. Look at you. You're so strong.
Now I'm 66 already.
Oh wow.
Because by those days when I was working, I always on the travel.
What were you working as?
I'm working as a sales manager for FMCGs. So I travel a lot. Mostly the northern part of Malaysia. So that's why I don't have time. Then semi-retired. So when I came back, I said, okay lah, I help, because to me the faith is that I was born and bred there, and I have faith in Topekong, and I should, when it comes to my turn to be the guardian, I'm going to it. I'll be the guardian until when time comes, I have to pass it to somebody.
Wow.
So that is the what you call the generation gap, the generation thing. Every temple, I'm sure most of the old temples is the same. Like at the moment, if I'm not mistaken, the one in Tanjung Priok, the what they call the chairman is Mr. Datu Liao. Datu Liao. And he's also my temple advisor.
Oh,
He's my temple and also a legal advisor. So
he's a lawyer.
He's a lawyer. So we are mostly quite known to each other lah. Like Bongs here, also the chairman and all that. Also my friend also, because we are from the Topekong World Topekong Society, whereby we go for every year we go to each area where we go and pray. And this year we were at Malang, Indonesia, which the temple is 200 over years. Indonesia, Malang, Surabaya.
I didn't know there was a temple in Indonesia.
Yes, there's a lot of temples everywhere in Indonesia. And then it's 200 years ago. So from history, when we trace that everything, you will see that things which you don't know. And Bohoks have already what they call organized one about 10 years ago.
yes.
10 years ago, they organized one where they are about, I think, more than 100 or more than 100 deities flown in from Southeast Asia and from the world.
For some of the listeners, Bohoxia is the Hokkien Association. It's the one that's, does the Chiang Hui ceremony every year to go to Tanjung Tokong. Armenian Street, right?
Yeah, Armenian Street. Yeah. So we are so close, and next year we already have a place to go to. That's in Johor Bahru. Following year it will be in Singapore.
How do you decide the location? Who decides the location?
They have a committee every now and then when we go for the celebration.
Yeah.
For example, like what they call in Indonesia, we have a committee whereby it's sometimes the committee will sit down and choose and we'll see who wants to organize the event. Actually, it started off from Sabah and Sarawak. Oh, Sabah and Sarawak. They are from East Malaysia, then we transferred to Penang, Malaysia. I think PoPCast was the first one to organize 10 years ago, 10, 11 years ago.
The question, usually the temples, is it a formal organization, a trust, or how does it work?
Certain temples are under a trust. Certain temples are under own temple, private owned temples. Certain they are a trust and certain they are clan.
Oh, but they're two separate things, right?
Yes.
The temple and the clan house.
So the one that Lim Gotong set up in the department.
Yeah. Then they I mean, you can. There's a lot of this one, and some they are majority of them. The ones that are more established, they are registered under ROS.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
Some we have. That's why under FTM we have to really help them. There are a lot of other temples which is not registered, so we got to help them out. It's not easy.
Like, can you share with us a little bit what it's like to run a temple? What is your basic? What do you need to do?
Keep it running. I think more majority of to run a temple, you must have. I mean, of course,
Like everything in the world, you need the money too. You need the resources.
Advantage Topecons.
You need your money.
Topecon will be a lot of devotees coming in to ask for this talent, and once they get it, they will start to believe. Then also we need to have our own collection of that, and then every now and then, and then also I say that nowadays state government, Malaysia government, they are very supportive also lah. They have they have the WeB system, Rumah Ibadat Islam, and then they have some sort of like a bit of donation and not to keep with the fund going.
Not to mention we have HARMONICO who sets up podcasts like this.
And HARMONICO is also doing a very good job because he get exactly all this one for the understanding.
Yeah, and the thing is, I think it's beautiful because, I don't mean it in any demeaning way. It's just that it's beautiful to see, like you said, there's a community and there's support from your local representatives or the government, and then you also have agencies like the Pusat Harmony or HARMONICO, who is trying to foster great relations between the different religions. But do you feel that was this a recent thing, or has it always been like you have always got support, or is this like very new?
I should say those days we when we started also, we are still we also know that understand that the thing is that, like for example during float procession and all that, by passing through or nearing to what they call a mosque, and we should stop and all that. We know that because we understand the sensitivity of each religion. Very important, because if you are staying in a kampong, you will know. But if you are staying in bigger towns, I think sometimes you don't know what is like. For me, I was born and bred in a kampong. I have been to Indian temples. I've been to mosques. Mosque I go in also, and mosque, if you are very familiar with them, no problem. For me, Batu Ferringhi, no problem. That's why I know what they call they call it adat istiadat.
Oh wow!
All the Malays, the Indians, all that. Because when I was small, I mix around very much. I'm something like outgoing people. Indian temples, I go to Indian procession. I go to mosques. I help a lot of things. I also do a lot of things for them. I will know what are things you can do, what you can't do, and all this and all that. That's why I say understanding and tolerance. Then everything will be very peaceful.
That is part of Taoist teaching, isn't it? Relationship. Oh, it's built in the proper relationship.
Yeah, you have to know. You have to know all these things, because it's not, you can't offend all the people. That's why you have to go with the flow and all that.
As Confucian principles.
You have to go with the flow. You don't offend. You can't offend people.
Well, also it's not just the force of the universe or your destiny. It's also how you interact with other people. You could because I've noticed you use the term flow as well.
Well, yes. Then that I that's why for example, I mean, everybody is the same. If you are in religion, if you are praying also, everybody will say, I need to pray for the good of the community, for the good of the people. Same as Christianity, same as Islamic, same as everybody. Nobody will say, I will pray for bad things and all that. Correct? No.
Well, that would be a different kind of, that would be voodoo and all the bad stuff.
Yeah. We are not, we everybody is praying. Say, all of Malaysia. That's why when we say that things, for example, those, what they call like, hurricane or volcano and then all this, and all these are other things. Every religion also pray that we don't get all those things.
That's a good things happen.
Yeah, the good things happen. Yeah, that's why I say that the understanding, the tolerance is very, very important. If you understand, what are the things you have to do, what are the things you cannot do, then it is listen, you don't go against it. That's why to me that is my philosophy. So then the way that I practice all the while in Batu Ferringhi.
Believe it or not, but we're almost out of time.
Oh, is it? Is it? I wanted to ask
Before we end this day, can you just share with us, as a Taoist, a particular Taoist teaching that you think that is very close to you?
I should say that that's why I say that understanding and also tolerance, and also what they call the teaching, which is say that you be somehow give and take. Sometimes like you see Taoist also they have the yin and the yang. If you don't have the balance, it's not fine. So you always take, you also more use, you always keep also. I don't think there's anything to happen. But for me, my way of doing things in my temple, in my area, and I mean to a lot of is you must understand. Must learn as much as possible. You must rabies, and because all these things comes very similar. All the religions are very, very similar. It's only some interpretation here and there only. I should say lah.
Well, can we end it with one quick? Because I have a very important question and I wish I thought about it earlier. So, in Taoism, what happens when we die?
I should say that in Taoism, there are a lot of things to say that after you die, you'll be a rebirth. Yeah, rebirth. That's what I say. In any other, I should say that like in Islam also, you have to go up to the place where, also like, the heaven and all that. See, in Taoism also, you do good, you get all the good things.
Oh, of course. And then you do bad.
Yeah. Now,
Maybe you just end a bit on the temple. So you keep the ancestor tablet there in your temple or no?
no, not ours is totally different now. Certain temples, and depends on how the temple is. Some old temples where they are big enough. You see, like Penang, I think most of our temples are very small, and most of our temples are very ancient. Because we have been traveling. Around. I've been to Sarawak, I've been to Sabah, I've been to Mecca, I've been to a lot of places whereby for the Topekong thing lah. I think the east of Malaysia, they have huge temple, and the land is so big compared to Penang. I think Penang, we are more more old temples and all that, and we have a very limited space. So you cannot have all those things up. only a few temples in Penang have those things, but in certain places they have. And then small temples, I think is something like Kramang lah.
Possess the charm.
Yeah.
If people want to visit your temple, where is it?
Mine is just opposite Holiday Inn.
Oh, Holiday. Yeah.
That's a good leading. That's why I was telling you. That roads those days lead to the aqueduct in Batu Ferringhi. And it was the aqueduct. The aqueduct was built in 1928, and they have a tunnel. The tunnel is from Batu Ferringhi, goes under Guillemette. Guillemette is in Tanjung Bunga.
Yes.
And the tunnel
Near the federal school, they have
fair.
there.
And then the tunnel here, you can go, but you have to lie down on the kayak.
Yeah, the Sapan. Yeah.
Yes, it's maintenance. Wow. And those days, the Gurukas are the ones who come and take care, and then the British are the ones who build the reservoir. And the reservoir, or they call it the aqueduct, is the water provided for residents of Batu Ferringhi. Wow. But now it's not operational because now we get clean water from Teluk Bahang down to Batu Ferringhi. From Batu Ferringhi, the water goes on to Kelamat. Then after what they call the sanitization and all that, they comes back to Batu Ferringhi again.
So what's the biggest event in your temple each year? And when is it?
We have of course we have the Topekong birthday, and then we have the Salman festival, and also we have deity which is they call it the Four Heavenly Kings temple. That deities we not only not very popular in a lot of what they call temples, but I think we have one in Galaxy, and also in Penang Hill, going up to the temple there. So we had the three functions. That's the most important thing which we did. The festival which will have a lot of devotees coming in and all that. Of course, the rest of the day will be something like normal fun.
Wow, I think we learned a lot there.
Yeah, no, I'm processing everything.
If you want to visit his temple, I think.
Yeah. Just
Is there anything else you want to share before we?
Nothing much, but thank you very much for inviting me to
Oh, it was a pleasure.
and also inviting our Taoism association to be involved in it.
And thank you for sharing. I think it's a very beautiful thing that you and your community is doing, and I love that you're coming onto this podcast with understanding and humility, and of course faith.
The faith is there. So for me, and myself, and I really like to get more depth of each community. You see, so you can work closely with them. You don't offend them; they don't offend you. I mean that's peace.
That's a beautiful way to end it. Yeah, you don't offend them, they don't offend you.
That's peace, because sometimes one at a time, how to some sort of like prayer time and this and that.
Just go with the flow.
It's a flow. Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Lim.
Yeah, welcome.
Thank you. And this has been another episode of
People of Penang
Yes.
Podcast. Thank you. See, 1 hour, so fast. I didn't even